opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to it.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one, and their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll work down inside the 45. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. This defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To the right side, this is Taylor. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's brought down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll try to run the option here. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Again, it'll be Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sly able to put this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got...
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got a man, it's Dyami Brown, complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Dyami Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. The Eagles at 8-6 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd and 4. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And this is more of the same right here. These guys have definitely been the aggressors here in the first half. They pushed the envelope in terms of play calls, and that's reflected in the score. And now they're in a position to widen this lead.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
19 tight. 19 tight. 69.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
18, hurt.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense that came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Come back in! Come back in! Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Got ready? Mustang 19!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check back! Check back!
They'll look to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts. Now an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there, I imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goddard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Running left, Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to go. It'll be 4th and 4.
And that's a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
An excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Sly able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
This will be caught once again by Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. That's complete left side to Bateman. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that decision to break. Being a good one cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by a V2 Melifonwu. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run once more with Taylor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. He's got it at the 15. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. And they'll indeed take a knee. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to the knee. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned